Now let's take a brief look at the EMC or Electronic Message Center technology. First, we're going to look at the definition of an EMC, and then we're going to look at the technology behind an electronic message center. Here's the definition of an EMC: a sign that is capable of displaying words, symbols, figures, or images that electronically changes by remote or automatic means. Now, the next image you're looking at is a number of different types of applications for electronic message centers. The ones that have a red X through them are ones that we're not going to talk about a whole lot today, because that deals with off-premise electronic message centers, or what could be referred to also as billboards. We'll be looking at, for instance, the Walgreens electronic message center on top is a typical type of installation. On the bottom, the Moreno Valley Auto Mall is also another typical application with electronic message center on that type of sign. That's what we'll be talking about. And those are the signs that are considered on-premise electronic message centers, and that will be the focus of our discussion today on regulating electronic message centers. And here's just another image of a typical installation of an electronic message center for a church. And the next image is a hospital, which is also another common application for electronic message center. Now let's take a brief look at the technology behind an EMC. An EMC is composed of LEDs, which is a light-emitting diode, a tiny electronic semiconductor that converts electric energy into visible light. The chemical compound used within an LED determines its color, brightness, and power efficiency. Unlike incandescent lamps, LEDs do not have a filament that burn out or fail. So LEDs are, number one, very efficient and continue to become even more efficient as time goes by and as technological advances take place, and they have a relatively long life. The next part of electronic message center is a pixel, or short for picture element. And they are points of light that illuminate or form the different letters, words, or graphics that could be seen on an electronic message center. A pixel can be made up of a single LED indicated on the left, which is a monochrome amber pixel, or a full color pixel on the right, which is a group of 3 pixels together, red, green, and blue. They're the smallest element of an electronic display system that can be individually controlled and turned off or on at various types of levels of brightness. So next we're going to look at the next component of a LED. They're modules. They're made up of parts that form the building block of the video display and display the various images. The rows of the LED module are put together and arranged in various configurations depending upon the product, market, and purpose. Another component of electronic message center are louvers. And louvers are the thin slats that you see that are located above each row of pixels. And what the louvers do is they protect the LED pixels from the sunlight so it can be properly seen during the day. And another added benefit is that it projects the light horizontally, so less of the LED light extends up into the night sky, which is just another one of the added benefits of an LED message center. And it's really important to note that electronic message centers can operate in a huge range of capabilities. And the software that controls the displays can be easily changed to follow whatever the local sign codes are, but a big caveat to that is if the sign codes are easy to understand and are enforceable. And each one of the different manufacturers of electronic message centers has different types of software, but they essentially all do the same thing and control the display based upon whatever the requirements are of that particular entity, and also what the requirements are in that local jurisdiction in relation to the sign regulations.